We have had the Board of Health over here on numerous occasions here in the last month. Just so you are aware, the garage on lot 51 on West Pennsylvania Avenue, owned by Mrs. Crystal Black, has been told to either be repaired or torn down, and the garbage that is accumulated and is solid, which is solid waste, is to be removed from the site immediately. The house at 616 West Pennsylvania Avenue, West Tennessee Avenue, excuse me, owned by Ms. Black, was inspected on October 17th. She was given time to repair. Again, on November 28th, there was nothing done. And there was a hearing today at 9:30 this morning in council chambers on a condemnation and a removal order. Mr. Hatton, was you here this morning?
No, I was not.
And I know you weren't here this morning. I was not able to be here this morning, so I don't know the outcome of that.
I'd contact Mr. Shaney tomorrow and find out. I mean, we should get a letter, but
Yes.
I'll ask him. He may have sent those on to Rick today once he got back to the office.
That could very well be. There was also at 846 North 15th Street, a property owned by Ralph and Pamela Farmer. Again, the roof of the house has numerous holes and is in imminent danger of collapse. And there was a meeting or a hearing this morning after the November 22nd deadline at 10 a.m. For condemnation and disposal of that property. On November the 29th, the Mahoning County Board of Health has advised the owners of 355 East Ohio Avenue of 8 violations of the health code, and they have 30 days. So at the end of this month, if those are not taken care of, I'm sure the hearing will end up back over here again. The owner of that property is Allen Investment 3 LLC from Columbia, South Carolina. And that was there was a slight delay on this from the Board of Health because the information that we got on the owner of the property was erroneous.
Is that 355, the burnout house?
Yes.
Yeah.
Does that one just come over, Mayor? Because I don't have that one in my
Yes,
packet.
that one just came over.
So it's probably in our box then. Okay.
That one just came over. So we'll, they have until December the 29th. Columbia Gas is informing us that they are filing for a rate increase, and they give a list of about the 1.4 million automated readings that they've put in the area, and the estimated increase that they're asking for is 33 million overall in the state of Ohio, and it will raise the riders on the bill about $1.35 a month for residential users. For general service users, that'd be like schools, transportation, ports, they're looking at about $20 a month, and for large industrials, they're looking at about $500 a month. We've also received information from the Environmental Protection Agency that they are granting our request to use a Class 2 operator at the plant for a 30-day period while we make arrangements for hiring of a Class 3, and that may be renewed upon review by the Ohio EPA, that authorization. The Board of Health has also given Mr. William Pendergast, who owns property at 305 South 18th Street, correspondence that he was supposed to be in a hearing this morning at 10 o'clock on property he owns at 305. There was 10 different violations at that property, and They were either to be cleared or the building was to be condemned and taken down. So we will check with Mr. Shane tomorrow on the outcome of those. And I think that takes it for correspondence from the mayor's office. Madam Solicitor, you have any correspondence?
I do not.
Madam Clerk?
No, sir.
Okay. Mr. Wright?
Have you had any conversations with the land bank on the potential for some additional funding to be coming?
Yes,
In
it
from
will,
the state
it will be
or-
coming, we just don't know how much can go outside of that target area.
Okay,
Although, we met last Tuesday, and there'll be another meeting on the 20th, and the Mahoning County Land Bank was awarded, because of performance, an additional $20 million for that neighborhood improvement program. So we will get some portion, a share of that designated to Sebring. I think we've arbitrarily turned in about 18 prospective structures.
thank you.
Okay.
What-
Thanks for the work on that too, that's greatly appreciated.
What's our next step? Just tear them down?
Well, funding, find out how much of that funding we will be eligible to ask
How
for.
long will that be, you know?
Well, I don't look for anything serious until summer.
All right, so,
By the time you get the funding, by the time you make arrangements for the asbestos inspection, then the asbestos abatement, then by the time you award it out, whether you award it out each individual one or if you group them together, you're looking at 90 to 120 days easily in time frame.
Be next fall probably, maybe late summer,
Yes.
unless we allocate some of the general fund to do some of that. But I'd rather wait and see if the county, how much they're gonna get, myself personally. I mean, I'd like to see them taken down tomorrow, but, I mean, everybody knows how adamant I am with that.
if we appropriate the money out of general fund to get it done, will we get it back eventually from the land bank?
I don't know, so far, the original program was not a reimbursable program,
Yeah,
because you had to take
Okay.
pictures before, during, after. It had to be approved in all 3 stages.
Okay.
And let's see, part of it was reimbursable and part of it was direct billing. Yeah, the turnaround on it was very short though. They did a pretty, this is one of the reasons they got the extra $20 million was because of the performance of that staff in the turnaround and getting their paperwork into Columbus and their photos in.
is the
on
land
what they
bank
accomplished.
handling all of Mahoning County, or are they pretty much on
All
board with-
Mahoning County.
Okay,
And they're working with the Youngstown Land Bank, and Boardman has their own land
Land
bank.
bank.
But they are, I don't know how, let's say it's a cooperative venture with those two. Those are the only 2 functioning land banks in the county beside the county
county
land
land
bank.
bank, okay.